Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Sunday. Hope you all are having a wonderful evening. I'm having such a great day. I've had such a great weekend. Should we do a little time and temperature check? It is currently 4:35 p.m. I just got back from the pool like 5 minutes ago. I'll tell you guys about that in just a second. Let's see what the temperature is. I think it's like 85 or 86. Pulling up right now. Oh, it's 87 and partly cloudy. So I was actually planning on staying at the pool until like 5 or 5:30. But when I got there, so I had Alex on the way home from brunch. I had him like pull in front of the pool, and there was like only like one woman there. There was like nobody else there. And so when we got back, I said, "Do you want to go to the pool?" And he was like, "No, I think I'm just going to lay in bed and relax." He's so excited because Love Island is putting out another episode tonight. So he's really, really excited about that. So he's like, I think I'm just going to lay in bed and take a nap and stuff like that. Boo Radley, he's fine now, but he was sick this morning. And so Alex like got up with him, and he was just like not doing well. But he's doing much better now. And so he had gotten like sick on one of the rugs. And so Alex had to wash the rug and stuff. So I think he's really tired because he got up with little Boo Radley this morning, and then when Boo Radley was feeling better, he got him some food, and so, anyway, Boo Radley's doing much better now, but, I think Alex didn't, like, get a lot of sleep last night because of that, so, which is interesting because I was up late last night, and at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning, Boo Radley came bolting downstairs, and I took him out, and he ran around for, like, 15-20 minutes, and then did all his business, and he came inside, I gave him treats, and he ate his food, and he was completely fine. So, I don't know what happened between then and, like, 9 o'clock in the morning, but sometime during then he got sick. And like I said, he's fine now, but he was, like, sick earlier this morning, so I think Alex is just really, really tired. When I came down here, I went right upstairs. So, when I come in from the pool, I take my bag into the kitchen, which I keep in the kitchen, the big black pool bag, and I take out my towel and my phone, and my glasses, like my reading glasses. Even though I keep a pair of reading glasses in there, I take all that stuff out, and then I put the bag in the chair, and then I take this stuff upstairs, and then I try to get my swimsuit dry before I come into the house, but that usually doesn't happen. And I don't like to sit in the chair because then I soak the chair. From the rain from like a week ago, the cushion on that chair over there is still a little bit wet. Well, that was on my birthday, so that was a week ago Saturday. The cushion's still a little bit wet over there, which is crazy. So, so I came upstairs, and then I had just worn this like same old t-shirt to the pool today, and then I put on sweat shorts, and yeah, and then I always like the sandals that I wore to the pool, which were the bright blue plastic sandals. I like change those out. Then they're drying in the bathroom. This is my routine of going to the pool, which is so exciting. And then I traded them for the red, these crazy plastic ones that I only usually ever wear around the house or to the pool. So Alex didn't want to go to the pool with me today. I was like, do you want to go to the pool? He's like, no, I think I want to just relax in bed and stuff like that. So I went to the pool, and then, oh yeah, that's why I was telling you guys all that anyway. So when we came back from brunch, I said, can you just drive by the pool real quick? There was like one woman up there that I kind of like know a little bit, just like we talk a little bit, but not much. She was down at the other end of the pool, and she was like reading, and she didn't even get in the pool when I was like down there. And then when I like walked down to the pool, I texted my neighbor, and she still hasn't texted me back, so I don't know, she must not be home. But when I walked down there, there was like a grandfather and then like a dad that's like Alex's age, and his two daughters, and I think they probably were like, I'm not good with ages, like 4 and 6 or something like that. And so they all got in the pool. It was like, it was really sweet because my mom and my dad always got in the pool and played with me when I was a kid and stuff like that, and I loved it. They would play like games and all that kind of stuff. And the grandfather and the dad, especially the grandfather, he like got in the pool and was like, and it was interesting because when we first got there, he didn't know how to like use the key, and I was like telling him how to use the key to get in. He's like, I haven't been up here in forever. And so we were talking about like they usually go to this country club, Rivy Country Club, that Caroline and I, like our moms grew up going to, and then Caroline and I grew up going there too. And so I was like, do people still go there? And they're like, oh yeah, it's packed like every weekend. That's why we decided to come here today. So anyway, they were in the pool the whole time I was there. I just sat on the steps, and at the gas station, Alex got gas on the way home. So I went inside. I was like, I want a big gulp. So I got a big gulp from Speedway, and they didn't have Diet Dr. Pepper, and so I got Diet Pepsi instead. which is okay. I like Diet Pepsi Fountain. I don't like, I mean, I'll do it. Like when we were in Mexico, they only had Diet Pepsi out of the can. They didn't have Diet Coke. So I'll do it, but I don't love Diet Pepsi out of the can. But in the Fountain Pop, I love it. I haven't had, like I said this the other night when I came back from the meeting with Tanya, I haven't had a Fountain Pop in so long. And so we were pulled in the gas station today. I also have, sitting right here, my coffee from Cafe Pas de Choux. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm feeling like a Fountain Pop to go to the pool. So I actually did get a little bit of sun yesterday. When I was like changing last night, I was like, oh, my face did get a little bit of sun. I was peeling just a little bit, not as bad as Alex, but I think I'm done peeling from like taking showers and putting on lotion every day and stuff like that. I think I'm done peeling. So now I just have a good base tan for the summer. But anyway, I've been trying to go to the pool as much as possible. And so let's rewind. Be kind, rewind. Let's go back to yesterday. I vlogged yesterday after we got back from the pool. We went with the neighbors up there and her and everybody. And then after I got done vlogging, I'm trying to think of what I did. Oh, Alex and I watched RuPaul's Drag Race and Untucked. And then we were gonna watch Shane Almost Fire last night, but he was getting really, really tired. And he was like, I think I wanna like lay down for a little bit. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, if you're gonna lay down, then I'm gonna lay down and I'm gonna take a nap. And he goes, okay, but I'm just gonna watch one more show. So the show that he's watching is called The Boys, and it's on the 4th season. It's the show I talked about yesterday. Well, he actually today, he told me he has to finish that. He has like three more episodes, 3 or 4 more episodes of that to watch. And then he hasn't started House of Dragons yet, and then Love Island. So he's like so excited because he's got like 8 or 10 shows to watch tonight. So we were going to watch Shane Almost Fire tonight, but we might have to save it for later in the week. I have a feeling it's going to be me watching it solo, and he's going to do whatever he can, which is totally fine. We don't force each other to watch shows around this house. So anyway, I was like, okay, well, if you're going to lay down, then I'm going to lay down a little bit. And so I went upstairs, took Boo Radley upstairs with me, and it was rather early when I laid down. And so I like turned on the fan, and like every day, like when I take a nap and at night, like I fill up the humidifier. It's really, I feel like it's been helping me sleep a lot. I don't know why, but I feel like the humidifier, I reviewed it on my review channel. I love that humidifier. It was literally like $30 or $40 on Amazon, and it's such a great humidifier, and I love it. And so I always fill that up, and then I turn the fan on. Oh, there's a little chipmunk. They live in the hostas, and they go back and forth. I don't know if I can show you if I turn this around. If you can see it or not. Do you see him right there? This is what I see when I... There he is, the little chipmunk. Hi, honey. That's what I see when I'm out here filming. Oh, there he goes. See, it's a pretty sunny day outside. I should be out here weeding, but I don't really feel like it. We'll do that. It's supposed to rain some this week, so we'll do that when it rains, because it's easier to pull those after it rains. But anyway, I was like laying in bed after I turned on the fan, the humidifier, and everything like that, and I heard the TV, like, he was like, I could tell he was like switching it. And I was like, are you like turning it off? Are you coming up here? I thought you were going to sleep. And he was like, I think I'm just going to watch one more episode of The Boys. And I was like, okay. So I fell asleep. Boo Radley was like being so sweet and whatever, and I had my arm over his little purple bed, and so I fell asleep. Well, I woke up, like, I'd set my alarm for, like, 2 hours, it was, like, an early nap. It was early, and so I was like, well, and my plan was to walk last night, and I was so tired last night, and so I woke up, and, like, I noticed that the TV was on still downstairs, and so I go downstairs, Boo Radley follows me and whatever, and as soon as I came in the room, Alex is like, hello? He always says that when I come into the room, like, because, like, he has his AirPods on while he's watching his TV, because of the Apple TV, and he's like, hello? And I was like, hello? And he was like, did you have a nice nap? And I was like, I thought you were going to bed, like, 3 hours ago, and he was like, did I say that? And I go, yeah, that's why I went and took a nap, because you said you were done watching TV and you were going to lay down. He was like, I just keep on watching the show, I can't stop, it's so good. And I was like, okay. And so I sat there, and then I came outside and I talked to Tanya, and then I did my prayers and meditations, and then I read a little bit of The Walking Dead. So I have a reading goal this week. My goal is to listen to 2 audiobooks, to finish a short story collection, and to finish 2 graphic novels. So that's 5 books total that I'm trying to finish this week. We'll see how I do. I got off the phone with Tanya last night. We had such a fun conversation. We were just laughing and stuff like that. And I got off the phone with her, and I was just like sitting here, and it was such a beautiful night. And she and I were both talking to like, because when I was talking to her, she was like, "Do you have a second?" She was like, "Cause she was cleaning out the pantry," and she was like, "I'll go outside and sit while I'm talking to you." So she made herself like a Diet Coke, and then she went outside and she was talking to me. And she's like, "It's such a beautiful evening, isn't it?" And I was like, "It's such a beautiful evening." And so I got off the phone from talking to her, and I just was like, I just felt so grateful, you know? If somebody left a comment the other day, it was a very nice comment on my video, and they said something about that they had like a master's in chemistry and that they had to go to work every day and they would love to just sit by the pool and stuff like that. You know, I don't know how it comes across, but I don't take any of that stuff for granted, you know? I mean, I think about that often, that, you know, that, I mean, I worked, like, really, and I think they said something about, like, what these influencers make, and I don't make, like, any kind of money compared to that, right? But, I mean, enough that I can, like, go to the pool, film a couple videos and stuff like that. And, I mean, I look back at, like, how hard I worked to get my master's degree and, you know, all those years and stuff like that, and that today, like, my job is that I get to get up every single day and make fun videos, and I can take a day off and go to the pool and, you know, hang around with Caroline or whatever. I mean, I have such a blessed life. I try to say this in almost all of my cameos, and every, like, once a month I try to say it in my videos and stuff because I don't want it to be overkill, you know, whatever. But, I am very fully aware and do not ever take for granted that the life that I have is because you guys watch my videos. You guys allow me to have this life. I'm so grateful for it. I don't think you really get how grateful I am for it, right? Like, you know, I live this blessed life, you know? Especially in a situation where, like, I choose not to drive and things like that. Like, if I had... Well, I don't really know anybody that has a 9-to-5. 9-to-5s exist anymore. I mean, I know people that have, like, 11-to-4s in the mornings, you know, or, you know, whatever, work 50, 60 hours a week. But whatever I did, if I didn't work from home, I would have to arrange transportation, whether that was, you know, through Alex or Ubers every single day and stuff like that. And I know that there's a lot of people that do that. And I'm so blessed that I get to work from home and be with Boo Radley all day long. And that's because people like you guys watch my videos. And I'm forever grateful for that. It just really, really means a lot to me, you know? And, like, I was thinking last night about, I was making a list of, like, the videos for my TV channel because I'm just having so much fun on my TV channel, right? And, so I was making a list over there. Well, here is video list, is my first thing. So, I made a video for my drama, I didn't make a video, but I was listing things for my drama channel to make, like, more pop culture things. And then on my TV one, I was like, I've been talking about on my drama channel doing, like, my top 10 favorite true crime documentaries, but I think I'm gonna, like, talk about true crime on my Peter Monn channel and then lead it over to that. And then I think on my Peter Watches TV channel, I'm going to do my top 10 true crime documentaries. And then The Man with 1,000 Kids, Cropsy, Pretty Little Liars, Summer School, Sister Wives, Season 3 and 4, because I finished Season 4 last night. Bridgerton, I still haven't done my Season 3 Bridgerton video yet. Pillowcase Murders, The Jenks 2, The Ones Who Live in Daryl Dixon. You know, I mean, just like looking at that and being like, okay, which videos am I going to film on this day? I've been thinking about, like, my review videos for tomorrow because I'm taking the day off other than just filming this vlog. Who texted me? Oh, it was my neighbor. She said, oh, I was napping. Are you still there? No, I came home. But... I told her, I said, no, I came home, but I'm going to walk and then maybe go back if you want to go later. I feel like I should clarify that's my 30-year-old neighbor, not my 80-year-old neighbor. I don't know if I should clarify that. But, you know, I was, like, thinking today, I was, like, about, like, which video I'm going to, like, all the stuff I bought to review. I was like, okay, what am I going to review tomorrow? And, like, it is not... What'd she text me? Oh, she's a softball game tonight. Okay. Hold on. I said, okay, just let me know I'm filming right now. But it's not missed on me at all that, like what a blessing that is, you know, what an amazing life that I have. And that's because there's people like you that watch my videos. I mean, like, that's literally it, right? Like, that's not missed on me at all. And I'm so entirely grateful for it. And when I do my gratitude list every single night, you know, I always say, you know, in there, like, that, like, I go through all the things I'm grateful for, and I always start with my relationship with my higher power, and then, you know, my life, my health, my sobriety. I talk about having another day alive to experience this world, you know, and I focus on, like, my friends and family. I go through all the whole list. I don't need to give you guys the whole breakdown. Probably nobody cares. But, I mean, I also say in there, thank you for this amazing career of being able to make videos on YouTube, and that people are kind enough to watch it, and the kindness that you guys send me in DMs, and just, I go through that whole thing, you know, like all the messages you guys send me in the comments that you leave me. And it's not just about making videos and the fact that I'm able to pay my bills from that, which for years I never wanted to say, you know, like, but I'm like so entirely grateful for that. I felt like if I ever said it on video, like when people will be like, yeah, but this is my job, you know, like, you don't, I'm like, when I hear people say that, I'm like, okay, but like, you're giving this misconception that like we have these really difficult jobs. And I'm talking about, like, when people are like, oh yeah, but Peter, you don't edit. But these people don't edit either, okay? I mean, these are people that have editors. They literally do less than I do. And I'm not saying that I do a lot, okay? Because I don't. But like, on the video filming, I mean, it's funny because, like, Mel, like, when I was with, like, Mel and Nikki, they, like, really got it. They're like, I didn't realize that so much time goes into, like, actually sitting down and filming it, uploading it. Like, it's time-consuming, right? But still, that it's easy. You know, people are like, oh, my God, this is such a... No, it's not. No, it's not. This is nothing like clocking in and standing on your feet for 12 hours a day. We have blessed lives. For those of us that are able to do this on whatever platform, TikTok, Instagram, we have blessed lives. Period. End of story. And so when I would hear people be like, you know, like, all that, I just didn't like that. But, you know, it's not just about that. It's not just about, you know, the money or whatever. It's about the kindness that I've received in return, or the text message, or not the text messages, but the DMs that I get from people where, I mean, people are constantly sending me, like, pictures of, like, little squirrels and illustrations of animals on Instagram, and TV shows, and true crime cases to look into, and books to read, and, you know, people just be like, hey, I'm just checking in on you, you doing good? Like, hey, I was thinking, I mean, it's so nice, right? Like, I have acquaintances in my life that check on me less than some people that watch my videos. Like, how amazing is that? Like, that is the coolest thing, you know? And people that watch my videos every day and all this kind of stuff. And the tripod fell, and then my neighbor was texting me while I was, like, fixing it about going to the pool and her softball game that she has tonight and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I was telling her about going for a walk. But yeah, like, I mean, it's not just about being able to do this, you know, and call it my job. It's all of the kindness and, you know, I think for me, when I get a little disillusioned about the world, and I look at sadness in the world, and I think, is there any hope? Is there any humanity? I don't know. I think if you're like me and you look at things in the world, like, I think a lot about my mom. Like, my mom was, like, in it, you know, and it would really, like, every single day, like, it totally affected, like, her mental health, not just, like, I'm not talking about, like, you know, but just, like, her daily mental health. And I'm somebody that struggles with that too, you know, and just looking at everything in the world, and just, I don't know, just the way that people talk to one another, or even on that level. And then it's like, I open my Instagram, and, you know, people will send me pictures of, like, their dogs on the end of the bed with, like, my vlog up on their television screen, and they're like, my dog loves the sound of your voice. Or they'll send me like, you know, an Instagram reel or a TikTok, and they'll be like, oh, I saw this and I thought of you immediately, and it'll be like somebody dancing to like Stevie Nicks, or, you know, like, I mean, so many people have sent me the screenshot of, like, there's a shower, and it's like, this woman's got a tambourine in it, because she loves Stevie Nicks. So many people have sent that to me. So many people have sent, probably could open it and show you right now, but it's like it's like a little chipmunk that is like reaching up to smell the dandelion or the flower or whatever. I mean, so many people have sent that to me, and it's like, you know, people all the time will just check on me and be like, are you okay? Like, hey, like, tell Alex I said happy birthday, or I commented on his Instagram, but I just want you to tell him too. It's like, I don't know, the kindness of strangers is one thing that when I got on YouTube, I don't even know, in all honesty, that I really could conceptualize it to really understand, you know? Like, somebody reached out to me yesterday, and, like, last night, and, they, like, sent me a message on Instagram, and they were talking about, like, me covering Sister Wives, and they were like, I don't know if you saw my comment, but I wanted to, like, send you my comment, or whatever, about what they had thought about me doing Sister Wives, and they were like, I've watched them all, and I'm so excited for you to watch them, and blah, 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 whatever, and I was like, hey, can I ask you a question? Like, I don't really know, like, what would be more interesting to people that have already watched them. Like, should I do, like, every 2 seasons, every season? And it was just, like, this back and forth exchange, and she was like, well, people will love whatever you do, like, they just want to see you cover Sister Wives, and it's so fun because, and, you know, she was like, I don't really have a lot of people that watch these shows, and so I'm so happy that you're doing this TV channel, because I get to have somebody else that I can, like, talk to. And, you know, like, when I first got on YouTube, I think, like, that was a huge part of it for me, right? Was that I was watching all these booktube videos, and I was watching people that were talking about books and their love of books, and I loved books. And other than Tanya, I didn't really, you know, my mom and I would talk a lot about books, but she was gone, and, you know, I didn't really have a lot of people to talk about books with. And so I wanted to be part of this community of people just talking about books, and I've loved it. And like, at the root of all of it, like, I mean, my drama channel is really just, whether I'm talking about Go Ask Alice or Jeffree Star, is really just me sharing my opinion about something. It's just an opinions-based channel, you know? People can feel free to have their opinions in the comment section below and whatever. It's just an opinions-based channel is all it is, right? And, you know, my review channel is something that I wanted to do for a long time, you know? Like, even before I started my drama channel, I would see these reviews online, and I loved them. I loved review channels, you know? And the Peterisms channel, I mean, it just kind of, like, came out of nowhere. Like, I mean, first of all, that was, like, a weight loss journey channel way back in the day, if y'all remember. And then I think it was Una that gave me this suggestion to, like, turn it into, like, doing meditations and talk about more recovery. Well, but she was talking about meditations and daily lessons, and that's why I changed it over to Peterisms, and I'm so thankful for that, you know, to this day. Like, that was really, really helpful, and I'm so grateful for that. I love that channel. And then, you know, the Peter Does Stuff channel, I just was like, I just want a channel where that's like smaller, kind of like vlog kind of stuff that I used to watch back in the day, but it doesn't have to have like some strict meaning to it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be like, okay, this belongs on the drama channel video. It's like, people, I think, sometimes get confused, like, why do you need 7 channels? Why don't you just post them all on one channel? Why does anybody care? I mean, like, why does anybody care? If I want to have 18 channels, why does it matter? You know, like, I don't understand that mindset of, like, well, why do you have 7 channels? Why do you care that I have 7 channels? Like, what is it? Like, that's such a silly argument to me, right? Like, well, you talk about the same thing on all of your channels. I know I do. I mean, I know I do, right? Like, that's why, like, on the vlog, I'm trying not to talk about my TV stuff as much and save it for over on my Peter Watches TV channel, you know, like, because I know I do that, right? That's part of why I start all these channels. But, like, the Peter Watches TV channel, I love watching TV. You know, and most of the people that I talk to in this world, like at the pool today with those, like, you know, talking to that dad and the grandpa, you know, I was, like, talking to them about TV shows, you know, like, Tanya and I talk about TV shows, my husband and I talk about TV shows, everybody that I know, we talk about Mel, Nikki, you know, Valerie, I mean, everybody, my cousin Caroline, everybody watches TV shows and binge watches TV shows, you know? And so it's like, I feel like everybody watches TV shows. Peter watches TV shows and reviews them, and he's lazy. But the whole world is watching TV shows. You know why I know that? Because the streaming app industry is like billions of dollar industry, right? And like they have shows that like the one I'm going to be reviewing tomorrow, which is called the man who had 1,000 kids or whatever. I mean, like it was released and went to Netflix #1 like overnight, literally, right? So I love talking about TV shows. So that was just like, when I started, I was doing reality TV. It's so weird because like, you know, like sometimes it's like with the Rubik's Cube. It's like you keep on doing it and it's like, I haven't done a Rubik's Cube for a year, so I don't know why I'm using it as an analogy. But you know, like sometimes with like a Rubik's Cube or whatever, like, or with maybe like a recipe or something, you just like, you can't get it right, right? It's like you don't know like which way to turn it, You keep on going back and forth and back and forth. And it's like then somebody comes along and they just like move like one thing and it's like, oh my God, that makes so much sense, right? With the Peter, like when I first started it and it was like Peter's reality TV recaps and opinions, and I first started it, I love reality TV, but it felt forced to me a little bit. Like I felt like I was like inside, like I felt like I was trying to like force doing drama or cover drama with reality TV, which I still want to do and I still like to do it, but when I want to do it, like I felt like I had to keep up. If I was going to do like one story, I had to do all the stories, like some of those Bravo channels, right? That I love to watch, right? But I was kind of like, I felt this like internal pressure where I was like, if you're going to do one reality show, you got to do all the reality shows, right? Like I was like, and then I was like, I don't even know what changed it for me. I probably talked about it. Now I can't remember. I think maybe it was the Ashley Madison documentary or something. But I was like, I'm just going to start doing all TV shows over here and call it just Peter Watches TV. You know, at first I didn't know what I was going to call it. But, and ever since then, like, it's just felt so natural. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like when somebody comes and moves, like, one thing, or says, like, don't put cinnamon in this recipe, and it's like, you do it, and it's like, oh my God, that makes all the difference. It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, where it's like, you know, I don't know, it's just like that one small movement, like, made everything so natural. And I love that channel. I'm having so much fun on that channel, you know? I think people know that I love TV because over here I was talking about TV all the time. People be like, can you, like, go talk about that on another channel? Like, this is, like, turning into a TV channel. And so I'm trying not to do that as much, right? But, like, I love that. And then the BookTube channel I'm trying to, like, post more on. I've already posted, like, 3 times this month in a week, which is more than I've been posting, like, the last couple months. And I have like 6 videos that I want to film over there, so those are coming this week, and I've got to pick the book. Well, Mel and I have to pick the book for August. I have a suggestion, and then we got to notify or put out the date for the live stream for July, and then, you know, so it's like, and then pick the book for Peter's Book Club for August, which I have a couple ideas for that. And then like the movie club. Like, I have so much fun doing this, you know, and I don't know, but it's not just about like, I feel like you know, it's interesting because when I think about it from like talking to other drama channels, most of the drama channels that I've ever talked to are not super fixated on like the money aspect of it or sponsorships or stuff like that. But when I've talked to like other influencers, well, people that would consider themselves influencers, it is always very much a money game for them of like how much money. I mean, I can't tell you one drama channel that I have talked to that. And I feel like today, like, yes, I have a drama channel, but, like, it's so much more than that for me because I have 6 other channels, right? I mean, I'm putting just as much time and effort into my other 6 channels as I'm putting in my drama channel, right? So to just be, like, known for just that one thing. But I've definitely talked to, like, other, like, YouTubers and stuff, and like, every drama channel that I've ever talked to has always been like, I mean, this is just amazing, like, that we have, like, such blessed lives that we get to do this, you know, and that people want to watch it, and, you know, we've talked, and I've reminded people that, like, you have more people watching your videos than there's, like, at a Britney Spears concert on, like, a good day, right? Like, that's amazing, and people are choosing to watch that, whether they like you or don't like you, or agree with you, don't agree with you, people are choosing to hit play on that video. And, but like, I've talked to, like, several different, like, Instagrammers, TikTokers, YouTubers, I mean, people that I'm not really that close with, but, like, at some point at the very beginning, it always turns into, like, money, right? And I'm just like, I mean, the money's nice, the paying the bills, all that stuff, like I said, don't get me wrong, like, I mean, to get up every single day and do something that you love, I don't think I can really explain to you enough how blessed I feel that you guys have given me the opportunity to work from home, be around Boo Radley, go to the pool, get up every single day, and do something that I love and be able to pay my bills from it. Like, it's a miracle beyond belief. I'm so incredibly grateful for it, right? Like, it's such a blessed life. But it's so much past that, like I said, you know? And, like, I've talked to other people, and they're like, yeah, but, like, I don't really think of it that way. And, like, I'm just like, how can you not think of it that way, you know? I don't know. I love the people that reach out to me. And even though I can't respond to every DM, I try to, like, you know, like, if I answered somebody's, try to answer somebody's that I haven't, like, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, there's some of you out there, y'all know I love you, and I read every single DM, okay? But y'all send me paragraphs, and sometimes I respond, and sometimes I'm like, no, let me go give somebody else a little bit of attention and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just such a cool life, you know? How did I get started talking about that? Before my tripod fell and my neighbor was texting me and all that kind of stuff. I don't even remember. I don't even remember if I showed you that I had, like, fountain pop and coffee today. Did I? Or did I just start drinking the coffee? Well, I was drinking my fountain pop at the pool, so I don't even remember how I got into all that. Anyway, last night, after my nap, I got up and I watched, how did I get into that? Was I talking about my prayers? And I was talking about my gratitude list, and then I always talk about my being grateful for YouTube and the people watching my videos. It's such a huge part of my gratitude list. Such a huge part. Because it affects all different areas of my life. It affects, you know, like, I mean, you guys have literally handed me a gift. I mean, it's amazing, right? So then I was like, okay, well, when I was talking to Tanya, Tanya was like, I was telling her I haven't finished Dark Matter yet. I think I'm going to finish that tonight. Like, to be honest with you, it just got so boring, and it wasn't really that much like the book. And maybe I'll feel differently after I finish it. I don't know. I think I've got, like, I should probably look and see. Well, I downloaded them, so it's not going to show it on here on my phone. I want to start Presumed Innocent. But I think there's, like, 2 more episodes till it's over. Okay, Dark Matter. Does it show me what episode I'm on? Yeah, I'm on episode 4. And there's a total of episodes of 9 episodes. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 6 episodes. How long are they each? I'm just so bored with it, if you want to know the truth. But I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. So last night I was like, I just want to watch what I want to watch, and so I watched Sister Wives, and I finished season 4 last night of Sister Wives. And I just, like, binge watched one episode after another. There was, like, 2 that were, like, 4. I think they're, like, well, I think I had, like, 6 or 7. I think I had 7 episodes to finish, and 6 of them were 22 minutes or 21 minutes long. And then one of them was 43 minutes long. It was the last one. And it was about them, like, buying the properties of the houses in Vegas, and Logan going to UNLV over Southern Utah University, which I'd never even heard of that university before. But, I think it's kind of interesting, like, okay, so they're talking, like, they're talking about, well, Mariah's talking about, and I know, like, listen, I've read every article, I know everything that's going on, I know who attended whose wedding, I'm not talking about the Sister Wives weddings, I'm talking about the kids' weddings, I know where the kids are today, I know what mother follows what kid, which ones don't get along, who showed up to whose wedding, who supports who, and all that kind of stuff. What's interesting is Mariah, when Mariah was in high school before their transition, was talking about wanting to go to the University of Utah. Many of them on there talk about, and Logan says something about Mariah always hanging out with wanting to be with, like, the Mormon kids. I don't know if that's, you know, true or not. But what's interesting to me is that they talk about the difference between fundamental fundamental Mormonism and the LDS Church, and how they're like vastly different, right? But then like Janelle wants Logan to go to Southern Utah University because they have like a strong LDS like faith there. She wants him to find some kind of faith. What's interesting to me is that they're super focused on religion and super focused on academics, even though the mothers and the kids seem to have like no understanding about, I mean, when they go to like look at Princeton and Harvard and stuff like that, or not Princeton, but like Harvard and Tufts and stuff like that, they're like, oh yeah, like I think I would really like to go here. And like Logan's like, I mean, he's a very sweet kid, but he's like, I mean, I think he's like 32 now or something like that, but he's like, oh yeah, like I got pretty good SAT scores. I'm like, these guys have like no, like these kids and these parents have no clue of like how college works or anything like that, right? I mean, none whatsoever. Like, just the application process or getting in. Like, you don't really see anybody really get it until Logan's applying to these. He picks 5 schools and narrows it down to Southern Utah University. But what's interesting to me is that a lot of them want to go back to Utah, but none of them talk about Brigham Young. Is that, like, ever come up in the series? Like, I'm just interested in that, because I know a lot of them go back to Utah. I don't think any of them end up going to Brigham Young. But, like, I mean, that's a fantastic school in Utah, and I know it's, like, heavily LDS, but a lot of them want to go back to Utah, and like their moms are pushing them, like having, because there's not a lot of like, I mean, fundamentalist Mormons, it's not like this like religion that's like you don't go everywhere in the world and you find that there's like all these fundamentalist Mormons or whatever. But anyway, I'm at the part where they're coming up with the jewelry. Well, I'm on episode 2 of season 5. Episode 2, there's only 8 episodes of season 5, but they're all like 43 minutes long. So I'm episode 2. I hope tonight I can stay away from watching it and I can actually finish Dark Matter, because that's what I need to do. But I really wanted to take a walk after I got done vlogging, but it's still like 85 degrees. I was talking to my friend the other day, the one that lives up in my favorite house. She was walking by the pool, and I was like, you're walking like kind of late. She was like, I had to wait till it got cooler. It was too hot. So I'm like, see, this is the problem. Then I wait, and then I want to take a nap, and then I don't walk. I told Alex today at brunch, I said, definitely tomorrow, Monday, I am like getting back to the walking every single night and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's tomorrow. He has a meeting on Tuesday night after work. I have therapy on Tuesday, which that's probably good because I don't get done with therapy until like 3 o'clock, which means I kind of want to do the OCD video that my therapist has been wanting me to do. And so I probably won't do that until like after I'm done with therapy session, because when we were walking out last week from our marriage counseling session, I told him, I said, can you remind me that I want to talk about OCD? And he was like, yeah, because I said I wanted to make that video. So we're going to spend a little bit of time this session. So when I get done with this session, since it'll be like fresh in my mind, this is one of the things with the Peter Watches TV thing, as I've noticed, is that it's better for me to like turn around and make a video the very next day because it's like hot in my head. Like Bridgerton season 3, like for me to talk, it's been like weeks since I've watched it. So I can still make that video, like Daryl Dixon, The Ones Who Live. Like I can still make those videos, but it's been so long now. Like I need to turn around like within a day or two and make those videos. But yeah, I'm having so much fun on that channel. So anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, Sister Wives. I watched Sister Wives all last night. So tonight, I hope that I can watch Dark Matter, because I really want to finish Dark Matter. Actually, do you guys remember, like, at the beginning of the spring, I made a list of, well, I don't know when I'm going to walk. I just hope I do walk tonight. When I say that, people be like, well, isn't it up to you? It's totally up to me, but like when I get done vlogging, I kind of wanted to, this was my plan. Vlog early, get done vlogging, go take a walk while it's uploading, and then schedule it to go up at like 9:30 or 10. Then after that, go to the pool, and then swim for a little bit, come back and watch TV. But then by that time, I'll be so tired, I'll want to take a nap, and then get up and watch TV later, which is totally fine. I don't have to get up early for any reason tomorrow. I can just film videos tomorrow. I have like nothing serious scheduled. So that's totally fine. Like, I'm not worried about that at all. But I was like, I don't know that I want to walk, like, when it's like 86, 87 degrees outside. And it'd probably be good. I'd probably sweat a little bit out. What was I looking up? Oh, TV shows that I was going to binge watch spring and summer. Where's my list? I was just looking at this the other night. Shows to binge, spring, summer 2024. So, like, on this list so far, I've watched Bridgerton, Palm Royale, Bodkin. I really liked Bodkin. I forgot about that. Hacks, I'm caught up with. Pretty Little Liars on Max, I'm caught up with. The Jinx 2, I'm caught up with. The Goat, I watched, like, first 4 or 5 episodes, and I just was like, okay, I'll wait till it's all out. So I still have to watch that, but I'm not excited about that. Eric, Under the Bridge. So these are the shows that I still have on here to binge. I mean, not all this summer, but like I'll carry over some of them to the fall. Yellowstone, Grey's Anatomy, Sugar. Oh, that's what Tanya told me. She said Sugar last night. We were talking. She said it got really boring at like the halfway mark. She was like, but then the battery just went to the halfway mark, which is so weird. I don't know why. And I just said halfway mark when I was talking about the movie. But anyway, she said Sugar got boring like halfway through, but she said it ended so good. She was like, it is the best show ever. So I want to watch that. Dark Matter, which I still have to finish. Goodbye Earth on Netflix. The Veil, Dead Boy Detectives. That's going to be like one of my last ones to pick. Deliver Me, Real Housewives of Miami. I have 2 seasons to watch. Below Deck from the very beginning. I was thinking about like when I finish Sister Wives, that'll be the next one I watch. Below Deck, Mediterranean. Well, I'm watching it currently, the new season, but I've also got half of season 5, 6, and 7 to watch. Ozark, this is Sister Wives, which I'm watching right now. Sharp Objects, Handmaid's Tale, Dexter, Game of Thrones, Sherlock, 100, Shameless. I don't think I'm going to watch Shameless, but I'm going to keep it on the list anyway. Alex just really did not love it. I don't even know if he finished it or not. The Resort. Oh, I finished The Resort. That was so good. Oh, that's one of them that I want to make the video about. Oh, I got to put that on my list. The Resort, which is on Peacock. The End of the Effing World on Netflix. It's 2 seasons. Hacks, Pretty Little Liars, The Jinx 2, A Man in Full, Dark, Glitch, Hollywood Con Queen, which somebody told me on the vlog, they said that wasn't very good, so I don't know if I'll finish that one or not. The New Look on Apple, World Beyond, Elsbeth, The Goat, which I'm halfway through, Reacher, Mayor of Kingstown, Columbia, Eric I already watched, Broadchurch, In the Dark, Under the Bridge I already watched, The Bear. Okay, The Bear and Ted Lasso are probably the 2 biggest recommendations that I get from people. The Goat, I have to finish episodes 6 through 10, and Station 11 on Max. I have the book. I've never read the book of Station 11, but then they turned it into a TV show. I love this couple that walks. They always have these big hats on, these big straw hats. They're so sweet. They have like matching shorts and stuff on, big hats today. So if you have any other show recommendations, please leave it in the comment section below. So tonight, I don't know. Alex sometimes on Sundays, we'll either watch, well, we might, if he gets up and is like, gets ready to go, we might watch St. Elmo's Fire tonight, or he might be like, no, I'm just really not in the mood to watch it, and then because he's got all those shows to watch. So if that's the case, then I might sit out here. I still haven't like made all that lemonade and done all that kind of stuff, so I might sit out here. I gotta finish Dark Matter. I feel like if I watch like 2 more episodes, I'm like in it. Like sometimes with a TV show, even if it's like not that great, if I'm like in it, like then I'm like really in it, and like I can't stop watching it. If I started it early enough tonight, I could finish Dark Matter, and then I could either start Sugar or I could continue season 5 of Sister Wives. I never in my life thought I would be this addicted to Sister Wives. I mean, I'm like looking back on it, like I really wanted to watch it because so many people were like, Peter, please watch Sister Wives and cover it on your TV channel. So I was like, this many people, and Caroline was like obsessed. Tanya, I don't really remember her talking a lot about it. She always acted like she didn't care. And like when I was talking to her last night, she's like, I was obsessed with Sister Wives. So, and nobody can ruin it for me. I've read like I said, I think I said this already, but I've read every article. I've like seen like what mother follows what kid, what mother follows what mother today, even though they're all divorced except for Robin and Cody. I was even looking at the Sister Wives. This is where I'm at in the episodes. The Sister Wives closet jewelry is what it's called that Robin comes up with, and then like the LLC went to find. I mean, I've read every article about everything, so I'm like so in it on Sister Wives. I don't really know what that's about. I don't really know why I'm so obsessed with Sister Wives. It's not the show that I ever thought that I would be obsessed with. I mean, I can tell you that. Oh, I almost knocked my drink over. That I know for sure. I mean, I really was just like, I don't really think I'll care that much about it. It's actually like a lot hotter out here than I thought it was going to be. I thought it wouldn't be too hot today. Let's see if the temperature has gone down at all. Probably went up. Oh, it did. Now it's 88 and partly cloudy. What's this supposed to be tomorrow? Is it supposed to be really nice tomorrow still? Is it a pool day tomorrow? Tomorrow is 89, partly cloudy skies. Might be a good pool day tomorrow. Tuesday, I think tomorrow my plan is to get up a little bit earlier, film like, I already know what drama video I'm going to film tomorrow, so film like a drama video, a Peter Does Stuff video, and a review video, and then go to the pool and come back and film like a vlog. Well, my Peter watches TV video too. If I can get 3 or 4 of those videos filmed so that they're like uploading while I'm gone, and then come back and film like a vlog and a Peterisms video, then I could do like 5 or 6 videos tomorrow. That would be 6 videos. But if I could do like 4 to 6 videos tomorrow and get to go to the pool for an hour or 2, that would be really nice. And then Tuesday, 82, cloudy with occasional showers. I feel like Tuesday was supposed to be nice, and now it's like not nice again. So Tuesday is not going to be a pool day. Did I already say this yesterday? Wednesday, 71, and rain likely. It's like rain the whole day, so that will not be a pool day. Thursday, and that's Caroline Cousin Fun Day anyway. Partly cloudy skies, 81. Friday, 85, generally sunny. Well, Alex and I might go to the pool on Friday. Friday we have a dinner that night too. Saturday, sunshine along with some cloudy intervals, 88. Saturday will be a good pool day. Oh, we talked to our neighbors last week. Their friends are going to be at their lake house, but my neighbors said that they would be at the pool next weekend, so we'll go up there. Oh my God, Sunday, 90, sunny skies. And then Monday, 91, a few passing clouds. I love that Stacy said in the comment section, she was like, go to the pool as much as you want. I love that so much. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate it. I'm like reading through some of the comments that I haven't read. Oh, these are from like 2 hours ago. Alexi or Alex said, I think of Fernalicious every time I see a fern. Okay, that is so funny that you say that, and thank you so much, and Fernalicious appreciates it. But can I tell you what I think of every time I see a fern when I'm out? Fernando or Fernice. Like Bernice, but Fernice, because I want 2 new ferns. But I want them that size. Like, Farrah is such a perfect size of a fern. You know what? I'm almost at the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to get off here now, because if I don't, then I'm going to have to go and change the battery and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get off here now, let you guys catch up with the other vlogs from this weekend. Hope you guys are having a magically amazing, I've got like a minute and 20 seconds before it's at the 30-minute mark, and then it'll stop and whatever. And then the battery's also at the halfway mark, so you get it, you get it. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday. My favorite day of the week. I love Sundays. And it's just such a good day to relax and get ready for the week ahead and get rejuvenated and refreshed and renewed. So I hope that you are for this week ahead, and that you're spending time alone or with your family or friends and just having a great relaxing day. If you have to work today, I hope that, well, thank you for your service. And I also hope that you get a little hour or 2 to relax yourself, or just read a book or listen to some music or something. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you, and got lots of videos ready for the week ahead. We'll continue to be vlogging all through the week, and I love you guys so much. And well, I hope to be continuing to vlog all through the week, and I don't have any plans to like take a day off anytime soon with the vlog. I'm like very proud of myself that I've continued to like vlog. Okay, it's been April, May, June, and now we're in July, so it's been like 3 months and 7 days that I've continued to vlog. I'm not going to say that every vlog, trust me, okay? I'm not that proud of it. But I am proud that I've continued to vlog like every single day, because there was a while there where I was like taking a weekend off, and I don't feel the need to do that. For me, this, oh, it's going to stop. I was trying so hard to make it to the very end before the 30-minute mark. I knew it was going to stop. You know, for me, I was going through a period where I felt like I needed to take a day or 2 off, and you guys were so supportive and kind, and I really, really appreciate that. Right now, I don't necessarily feel that way. You know, the vlog is something for me that has always been cathartic and kind of like a daily journal every day for me, and just a way to connect with you guys. I love all my channels, but this channel is really my heartstone, and just a place to let you guys know what's going on with me and let you guys share what's going on with you, and it's just so reciprocal, and I love this channel so much. I think there was like a period, and I might go through another one of these periods where I just felt like I needed a day or 2 to not like pull out a camera at all, or just be by my, you know, like just disconnect. I don't, like, this doesn't feel like that to me. So even when I vlog, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't, I mean, I might feel like that in a month or a week from now. Be like, okay, I need 2 days a week to disconnect. But I'm so grateful for you guys for being so supportive through that time. I don't feel like that right now. I don't know that that'll happen again, like I said, or it won't. I don't know. But for right now, I don't feel that way. It feels different to me than looking at receipts and sitting down and being like, okay, like, how am I going to film this video? And do I have my chopstick? I mean, just sit down and talk to you guys, right? And so, I don't know, I'm extremely grateful for this channel and you guys watching these videos and these vlogs. And, yeah, at this point, I don't see myself taking a break, like taking a day or two off, unless it's like time constraint. Like next weekend we have these dinners, so it'll either be before we go to dinner or after we go to dinner. If it's like a really nice day and we go to the pool, that might be a day where I can't film a vlog. But even if we get home at like 11 or 12, I'm still going to try to like vlog for like 20 minutes and upload it. So I'm still going to do my best at this point. So I will say this, you know, that, oh, my neighbor just came out here to look at her garden. There were so many years that I vlogged every single day in a row, I think you guys know, and until PP passed away, I didn't take any time off from, vlogging, and like had vlogged every day until PP passed away. And then after that was when I took like 7 or 10 days. I think I might have filmed one vlog in between there, so when we were in Mexico. And then after the accident, and then after pancreatitis, and then I started learning that it's okay for me to take a day off here and there. But I will say this, that the longer you keep the streak up, the easier it is, you know, to keep it going. It's like, it's just kind of like this thing, you know, like Alex on the way home from brunch. He was like, no, when are you going to vlog today? I was like, well, I would like to go to the pool. If you want to go with me, you can. He's like, no, I'm just going to relax. And then I said, after that, I think I'm going to vlog and then, you know, maybe go for a walk. And he's like, okay. I mean, he asks like every day. He's like, okay, you going to go vlog? Like, I mean, we just kind of know it's like part of what I do. And he, too, is, like, so grateful. I mean, sometimes we'll be at, like, dinner or something. Oh, here comes an Amazon package. Hold on just a second. Let me get this, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I keep on saying I'm going to end this thing, and then I don't. I got 2 Amazon packages. They're not, like, super heavy, but this one has, like, 3 or 4 things in it. I know what this is. This is my sleepy time tea, but I don't know what's up here. Then I think I know what this is. So, I think it might be my sunglasses that I ordered. So, you know what tomorrow is on my Peter Does Stuff channel. Amazon haul. Oh, I ordered a bunch of stuff on Etsy last night. I ordered a bunch of jewelry. Well, not a bunch, but I ordered like 5 pieces of jewelry last night on Etsy. So I'm really excited about that. When they come, I will do a video showing you my Etsy stuff. Did he just like stop like right down the street? Anyway, he was like dancing as he walked up the stairs. He was really, really nice. I was like, thank you so much. I like got up to like meet him and he's like, oh, no problem. He's like, you don't have to get up. He was really, really nice. But anyway, so tomorrow will be my Amazon. I forgot to tell you guys that I ordered that stuff from Etsy. I was like on Etsy last night for a good like, who just texted me? I was on Etsy last night for a good like hour and a half. I don't even remember what I was talking about now before he came up here and I was like, somebody will ask me a question. This is what happens. Like, they'll ask me a question. Like, if you guys timestamp it, like, say the minute and 10, like, that means nothing to me. Because I don't know what happened at a minute and 10 seconds. So if you're going to leave a comment in reference to something, say, like, regarding talking about this TV show or regarding talking about this memory or whatever, like, if you want me to respond to it or know what you're talking, I'll be like, oh, okay. Because, like, half the time I'm like, I don't remember half of what I say in my videos, right? So what was I saying before the Amazon guy came up? Shoot, now I have to go back and I would have to like review it. I was talking about Sunday, that was before that being my favorite day. What I was going to watch on TV tonight. My Amazon packages came. Was that a goose or a car? Oh my god. Still one of my favorite lines over here. Okay, the battery is flashing red. I gotta get off here. I don't remember what I was saying. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Have a great start to your week on Monday. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.